Do you think, then, having said all that a lot of times when women think that the texting thing, they should do it more, they go to their girlfriends and say, look, he's complaining, I don't really want to text him, but he's complaining that I'm not interested, but I really like him. And, Black Swan saying you're feminine, so you're doing the right thing. And then this other person is saying, no, text him and let him know. And then somebody else over there is saying, yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
And the majority of the people are saying, yeah, go and text him, let him know, organize somewhere for him to take you and all those kind of
Yes.
things,
Yes.
And she's now betwixt and between.
Yeah.
And she then decides that I'm going to go with the ones who are saying to me, text, go on, and you force yourself to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are women listening to bad advice and going against what they originally wanted to do, but because they like this person, they feel that, if I text him more, then I'll keep him, and they go ahead and do that? What do you think?
100%. Not forget to hit that subscribe button, because if you're anything like me, I will watch the best content, completely forget to subscribe and move on because, well, the video is over. So if you're like me, make sure you subscribe right away. And if you do only if you like this podcast and the content and the conversation here today, please like. If you don't like it, the thumbs down works just as well. But whatever you do, leave us a comment, leave us a question, because you never know, we might be having a conversation about your comment or your question in our next podcast. And so 100%, you and I both know as coaches that the biggest enemy to my coaching practice is the well-meaning friend and family card.
Yes.
Unfortunately, our desire to be coupled, to belong, to be chosen, if we haven't chosen ourselves and we do not belong to ourselves, we will pretty much throw nature to the bin in favor of meeting that need.
Yes.
The biggest denial that men and women have is that we don't need each other. That's the huge, big... when they say an alcoholic will never recover unless they can face it.
Yes.
When a woman can, in her womanhood, say, I need a man. And I know this upsets a lot of women. They'll be like, no, you don't need a man. I don't care. Okay? I'm Big Mama Swan now. I'm very emphatic about this. We need men.
Period.
Men need women. So badly. And it's not necessarily just in romantic relationships.
Yeah.
We complete each other's energy. When a man and a woman are together, we're complete, we're powerful. When we're together in unity and harmony, whoa.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The Bible says 1 can put 1,000 to flight and 2 can put 10,000 to flight. 2, male, female, let's triple X that.
Yes.
Right? Because when both feminine and masculine are in synergy, there's nothing like it. However, we will surrender our right and our privilege in favor of just getting somebody. And it's the very woman that says, I don't need a man, that will sacrifice her femininity to get a man.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And if we can say, look, I need a man, then I have to face that I need to probably learn how to do that. But we don't want to, because there's this subconscious thing in our minds that it should be intuitive. We should just know how to be together. And my thing is, when you don't educate yourself, then everybody's right. It just depends on who you like.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Mom is right. That influencer over there who has no understanding, training, or experience in relationships, she does makeup and she decides, I'm going to talk about relationships today because I'm in one.
Yes.
That's it. Or those married couples, and not there's some amazingly anointed, wonderful married couples that give a lot of amazing advice.
Yes.
But I can tell you that 95% of them have a channel because they're married. They're like, we can teach about marriage. We're in one.
Yes.
Yes, but yours is horrible.
You didn't speak to me last night, so I'm going to talk about it.
You have a horrible marriage, ma'am, sir. But, and so I think the world is confused. It's like, well, I'll take advice from her because she's married, but you don't know what she sacrifices in that marriage.
Yes.
You don't know what he is facing. You don't know if she's the terrorist in that marriage.
Yes.
Right? You have zero idea if she's giving you terrorist advice, but you're saying she's married, but she's going to give you terrorist advice and you're never going to get married.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get somebody who's going to be prepared to take all that rubbish. Because the thing with men is when they marry, they marry. Men don't leave.
Yes.
Right? Men will cheat.
Yes.
But they ain't going anywhere.
Dang.
Women, we leave. Okay.
Yes.
So if he's got a toxic wife, he's just going to find a mistress.
Yes.
Okay, that's how he's going to resolve that. So you don't know if she's, if he's with a mistress. You don't know because no one's telling you.
Yeah.
So the world is full of a lot of unqualified people. And I'm not talking about academically qualified. I'm talking about people who are unqualified in terms of they have no understanding. They're not professionals. They don't understand relationship science. They don't understand relationship dynamics. They have never studied a day in their lives, and they haven't, like you and I have sat in front of thousands of men and women. I've coached marriages for years, thousands. You can't tell me nothing. I've heard it all. Okay. And so you're better off coming to get advice from me, right, than your sister.
Yeah.
And so many times you're coaching and you give the client advice and they go to your mom. The mom says, no, call them because,
Yes.
And I'm thinking, do you want the relationship your parents have? No. So perhaps you would have listened to what I have to say.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that we need to fire our friends and family.
Yes.
100% fire them. Now, when I say fire them, I'm not saying that they have no input. I think that friends and family are very good at telling if somebody's not right for you.
Yes.
I think they can say, I don't like that guy for you. But can they help you navigate a relationship? Unless they're a professional, not even a therapist should necessarily be giving relationship advice.
Yes.
A therapist is there for balance, for emotional balance, psychological balance, to help you regulate your emotions. They're not necessarily, some are, but not necessarily relationship. They should not be given. I've had clients who've come to me and they've been in therapy and they've received this ridiculous advice from their therapist. I'm like, well, you're never going to get married that way. It sounds good and it applies to certain areas, but do not even try to do that in a relationship because nobody's going to marry you because that's weird.
Yeah.
Right? So we need to be careful that we're not taking advice from unqualified people.
Yes.
Because if you're serious, and I mean serious,
Yes.
about having a relationship and a family, take that seriously. Because we're living in a day and age where no, ma'am, it's not going to come.
Yes.
It's not going to come along the way. You're going to
Yes.
have to create it. You're going to have to be deliberate and intentional in creating the love life that you want.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.